Drop the roof and let the smoke clear. I got diamonds doing sissy slides in both ears. Dice rolling on the lot. Hey YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know, my name's Nikayla. I've been gone for a little minute, just focusing on myself, working on myself, and I'm back, and it feels really good. On my channel, we're going to be talking about all things regarding becoming the best version of yourself, leveling up, and just being the person that you've always wanted to become. So if that all seems to interest you, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. So let's get into today's video. By the title of the video, you guys saw that I'm going to be talking about how I'm finally manifesting my dream life for 2024, and I want to give you guys some tips to let you guys know how you can do the same as well. So let's just get right into the video. The first tip that I want to give you guys is to put God first. Now, I'm by no means a religious person. I consider myself to be more of a spiritual individual. But putting God first, or the universe, or the supreme being, whoever you want to call him, putting that individual first is key to every aspect of your life. We all have a piece of God within us, and when we put him first, we allow his desires or its desires to be manifested. And he only wants good for us, for others, for the world. He wants more life for us all. So when we tap into ourselves and we put the universe, the supreme being, the God, Allah, whoever you want to call him, when we put him first, we are allowing ourselves to align with his values. Essentially, by putting God first, we allow every good thing that we want to be able to come to us. Let him help you. Meditate, right? Sit in silence, breathe, because that's the only way that he was able to communicate with you, is through silence. And no, you might not hear somebody talking directly to you like, oh, you need to be doing this, that like you're probably not going to hear that, but it's a frequency that will be emitted to you that you will be able to receive once you're in the silence. A lot of us like to have music playing all the time, or any type of white noise going, but we need to be in silence a lot more, especially in this technology heavy society. It's important to just relax the mind, relax the body. The mind and body are going through so much stimulation each day. Calm it down, okay? Let that God speak to you. He's trying to tell y'all what y'all need to do, and you're not listening. That's why you stuck. Now the second tip, and this is very important, sorry, I'm looking on my notes, is to forgive. Forgive others, forgive yourself, forgive your past self. Do not hold on to resentment. And this is something that I was doing for a long time and was wondering why my life wasn't manifesting the way that it should, is because I was not forgiving certain individuals for past occurrences that I ultimately allowed to happen, right? Because when something happens to you, or when an individual treats you a certain way and continues to do that, it's because you're allowing it to happen, okay? So forgive that person for what you've allowed them to do. Forgive yourself for allowing yourself to accept that kind of behavior, because you do not deserve it. You only deserve the best. We all deserve the best. And this is going to tie into a little bit into the next step, but forgive. Do not hold on to past anger, hate, because you're only hurting yourself. When you're holding on to those negative emotions, especially for us women, they get stored and trapped into the body, particularly in the hip area. So it's really important to move your hips, open up your hips in order to release past trauma. Just forgive, guys. Forgive that person. Forgive that individual for cheating on you. Forgive your parents for the way that they raised you. If it wasn't the ideal way that you think that they should have raised you, just forgive. And going into the next step, it's prioritizing yourself. It's okay to say no to people. If they feel a certain type of way, bye. Make sure that you're staying fit, that you're moving your body in any way that you can. That doesn't mean going to the gym every day, 7 days a week. Like, If you want to go a few days out the week, go a few days out the week. If you want to go for a walk outside, just being in nature, do that. If you want to dance, dance. Whatever you like to do to keep your body moving, that's very essential. That helps keep all of the energy in your body flowing. That helps keep the lymphatic fluid in your body flowing, and that the lymphatic fluid helps to remove toxins from the body. So when your body is still and stagnant, you are allowing the toxins to remain in your body. You're allowing pain to remain in your body, because pain occurs when the body is stagnant. You're not allowing your body to release itself, release the things that it no longer needs as it should. If you're not constantly 24/7 moving your body, obviously take breaks, but just make sure your body is constantly moving, flowing in whatever way you enjoy to have your body moving. Do that. Right? Make sure you're eating the proper foods to help nourish your body. Eat the nutrients that you need. Eat high fibrous foods that contain a lot of vitamins and minerals that are essential for the body. Sea moss is also really good. I like to make sea moss smoothies. I still got a little bit in here. And I like to mix that with berries, and I give that to my daughter as well. Sea moss contains 92 of the 102 vitamins and minerals that are within our body. So that is very, very good if you don't really know where to start, or if you don't really like eating fruits and vegetables. You can, make a sea moss gel and then incorporate that into smoothies, and then boom, you have a whole bunch of the vitamins and minerals you need right there. Make some green smoothies, whatever you want to do. Just make sure that you're eating healthy throughout the day. And if you do like to snack a little bit, just make sure there's a good balance, Self-care, self-maintenance, that all goes into prioritizing yourself. You have to think of yourself as a vessel that is emitting a frequency, because that's what you are. We're like telephone poles that are emitting a certain frequency. So when we're not properly taking care of ourselves, and when we're holding on to past negative emotions, we're emitting a negative frequency, and therefore we're attracting negative things into our lives. But when you take care of yourself, when you prioritize yourself, when you put God first, you're allowing yourself to emit a higher frequency, which will thus attract things on that same frequency. Hopefully that's making sense to y'all. More ways to prioritize yourself are just walking away from people, relationships that no longer serve you. Like, if you don't see the value in a relationship, whether it be friend, romantic, even family, it's okay to leave. And it can be a little bit more difficult when it's family, but sometimes you just gotta love people from a distance in order to help you and to help them. Because why would you want to stay somewhere where you don't feel loved, where you don't feel appreciated or respected? That's not doing anything but hurting you. So walk away. Go get what you deserve. Go manifest what you deserve, and I promise you it will come to you if you follow these steps that I'm trying to tell y'all. And most importantly, make sure you're doing your shadow work. Guys, we all have experienced trauma in some kind of way, some form, from some type of relationship, romantic relationship, friendship, parents, whatever the case may be. We all have some kind of trauma that we have experienced, and it's important to recognize that and work on it in order to better yourself. Because how can you expect to get better when you're still dealing with past issues and you haven't rewired your brain to think in a certain way that's going to cause you to be better? Right? If you're still holding on to these past emotions, these past traumas, you're going to be stuck in the past. So let it go. Forgive. I'm telling y'all, forgiveness is key. And I know that it can be very hard. Trust me. I know it can be very hard. I told y'all I was dealing with something for a little while that I couldn't let it go. But once I let it go, I felt a weight. I felt a huge weight lifted off of me. And I felt like I could finally step into my power, walk into my light again. So please, you guys, forgive. Please do your shadow work. Please work on yourself. Please prioritize yourselves. The next tip, right, which is to get things done. And what I mean by that is, make sure you guys have a planner. Organize what you want to get done, when you want to do it, right? Don't just wake up each day and then just, oh, I need to do this, I need to do this, no, plan it out. Plan it out. Like, okay, this day I want to get this done, this day I want to get that done, this day I want to get that done. And it's okay if you don't get every single thing done that day, but try, right? Try. And if you don't have a planner, and if you know, not really that much of an organized person, just get one. Just start. Put a couple things each day. And by checking it off, you're gonna feel so much better, like, oh yes, I got that done, I feel good. And then eventually you're gonna be able to accomplish more of the things that you want throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the months, throughout the years, right? So it all starts little by little. For instance, if you're a stay-at-home mom and you have some tasks that you need to get done, write it down, plan it out, right? You need to do laundry this day. You need to, deep clean the house this day. Whatever you need to do, write it down in a planner, and everything will go a lot more smoothly. It'll seem a lot more like you aren't rushing to do things. Never rush to do things. Always try to do things as efficiently as possible, but don't rush to do things. Going into our next step is to always keep your higher self in mind. Your higher self is your ideal self, right? The person that you want to be. Always have the vision of her or the vision of him in your mind at all times, especially when you're going through instances which may seem like stressful, overwhelming. What I like to do is pause, breathe, and just think, okay, how would my higher self handle this situation? Just stop, just ask yourself that. Just pause and think, okay, what would my higher self do? And just wait, just pause, ask the question, wait, and something will come to you. It'll seem like an idea just come to you out of nowhere. No, that's not an idea coming to you out of nowhere. That's an idea coming to you because you asked, right? You asked for help. Always keep your higher self in mind, and always have the end goal in mind with whatever task you do. Always have the end goal in mind. If you're working out and you want your body to look a certain way, while you're working out, think about how you want your body to look, right? Keep that vision in your head. If you are running a business or businesses and you want your businesses to grow to a certain amount of success, you want them to make a certain amount of money, think of that while you're working. Think of that, and I promise you, you will start to get money-making ideas by just always having the end goal in mind. The mind doesn't know the difference between past, present, future. So when you are constantly thinking of where you want to be, who you want to be, your mind will automatically align its thoughts to your end goal. So just always have that in mind. Next two steps, they tie into one another. Investing in yourself and creating multiple streams of income. These are very, very key steps, okay? If you don't know how to create multiple streams of income for yourself, you need to invest in yourself in order to learn how to do that, okay? You need to be buying people's ebooks. You need to be taking courses, master classes, whatever you need to do in order to gain the skills that you need to achieve what you want to achieve if you don't know how to do it, okay? Don't just watch YouTube videos. Okay, obviously watch my YouTube videos. But don't just expect to get from point A to point B just by watching YouTube videos. Like, YouTube will teach you only so much. You have to go out of your way. You have to go out of your pockets, okay, a little bit in order to invest in yourself. But don't think about it like, oh, I don't have the money right now to do this. Especially if you're a business owner, babes, you have to invest in yourself. You have to invest in your business. That means putting money over here for a little bit, but babes, you're gonna gain it back. You're gonna get it back. So don't think about not having the money right now and thinking that it's gonna put you on a hole. What did I say? Have the end goal in mind. Always have the end goal in mind. You're gonna get that money back. Invest in the resources that you need in order to become the person that you want to be. Period. And have multiple streams of income for yourself. If you're working one job, that's not enough. That's not enough. That's not enough. If you only have one business, that's not enough. That is not enough. And don't think of it as hard. Don't think about, oh, I already come home from work tired. Oh, I don't have enough time for this and that. Well, that's why your life is the way it is now, because you have that mindset. That's exactly why you are the way you are now. That's exactly why you're watching this video right now. It's essential for you to have multiple streams of income, especially, come on, we was all here during the pandemic. We all seen how people's lives were affected when there was a shutdown, right? And some people weren't getting their paychecks. What you gonna do if that happened again? Be stuck waiting for a stimulus? No. Do not wait on the government to help you out. Do not. You need to take the steps yourself and help yourself, okay? And by always having the end goal in mind, you will be able to do that, okay? By putting God first, I'm trying to tell you, like I said, I'm not religious. I'm not a religious person. But by putting God first, that is how you will be able to accomplish anything, everything that you've ever wanted, okay? I promise you, He is in all of us. Whether you want to acknowledge it or not, whether you want to believe it or not, He's there. Okay, He's there. His power is there. He's waiting for you to call upon Him so that He can step forth and do what needs to be done. Okay, because the success that you're seeing people get, it's not them getting the success. Like, yes, it is them, it is their being, but it is the God within them that has been brought forth because they have allowed Him to be brought forth in order to complete the task that they need to get done to get them to where they are now. I'm telling y'all, put God first. I keep saying that throughout the video because it's so important. That's the only way you will truly succeed in this life. That is the only way that you will truly succeed in this life, is by putting God first. And you do not have to be a religious individual. You do not have to go to church. You do not have to read the Bible, right? But you do need to understand that this being is within us and wants good for all of us. So let Him help you. Next step, always be grateful. We are creative beings, okay? So we can manifest whatever we desire. There's no lack, there's no limitation. There's whatever competition there may seem like there is, there's not. There's enough of everything for everyone. And we can call it to us. And when we do that, right, whatever it is that you want, be grateful that you have received it. Even though you have not received it yet, always think about what you want and be grateful that you have received it. Because when you're manifesting things, you're like, oh, I'm so grateful that I have this, or I'm so grateful that I'm this, or whatever it is that you want. And you keep impressing that onto your mind, your mind's going to take it in as a fact, right? If you say, oh, I'm so thankful that I'm so rich, I'm so thankful that I'm so wealthy, I'm so thankful for that I'm so healthy, your mind's going to think that that's a fact. If you keep saying it over and over and over, it's going to rewire the body, rewire the brain to act and to think in the ways that you are telling it to. So always be grateful for what you have, even though you have not received it yet. And I want to go on to a little shameless plug, right? I have actually created a skincare brand called Grateful For. And you guys can click the link in the description to check out our shop. We have body oils, hair growth oils, we got products for babies, we have soaps, dark spot soaps, acne soap, moisturizing bar soap, all the good things, and we have more. We got more coming, okay? But the purpose of the brand was to get you guys to express more gratitude, and the way that we do that, we run through our social media channels, right? So you guys can follow us on our social media channels, which will also be linked in the description, and through the directions for use on each of the products. So just always remind you to be grateful while you're using the products. And I thought that that was a good thing to do, because you know, what better way to get people to want to express more gratitude than while they're doing their skincare routine, right? Like, that's just a time when you're with yourself, when you're with God, and when you're with yourself, it's just to be grateful. Like, washing your face, you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful that I have such a beautiful, happy, healthy family. Like, I'm so grateful for my life. Just whatever it is, just always make sure you express that gratitude, and whatever it is that you're being thankful for, it will come to you. It will come to you. I'm trying to tell y'all. Always make sure that you are grateful. And again, like I said, the brand is called Grateful For, and the link is in the description. So that is it for today's YouTube video, guys. I really hope that you learned something from this. I really hope that you implement these steps into your lives, and I really hope that your 2024 becomes the year that you have always manifested for yourself. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I love you guys. Bye.